they improved.
That's true.
From map 1 to map 2, we saw a ZywOo.
I'm calling it, James. EG win this.
Why would you do that?
I don't know why.
I'm not calling that.
I just want to fuel the drama.
I want to see the 0-3.
But in all seriousness, when we did see EG's T side, it was atrocious before. It was extremely uninspired. So unless they've changed something dramatically, we might.
That was against FaZe, right?
It was against FaZe, but it didn't really matter because they just played so slow and didn't do anything on the map. But we'll see if they can get a better look here.
I cannot imagine they do a repeat of that. At the same time, I do not expect Vitality to play the way that FaZe did. So I think this will be a different kettle of fish to some degree. And these CT pushes will be very interesting indeed, but CeRq will start off well with a pistol.
That's great. The Glock is so good for stuff like that. At close range is the spam. That's an early 5v3 in favor of EG. CeRq ever dangerous, and he can come in for that late flank. It does presuppose his teammates getting the picks on the side, though. Good opening from Obo. misutaaa, they're closing on him. Nice headshot, but there's more that needs to be done here. And there goes CeRq on that flank. They're going to finish it off. Good opening round there for EG on the T side.
That's what they needed. Pistol rounds certainly help. They've had many setbacks and many lost pistol rounds, so they're finally given something. Well, they'll take it by force, in fact.
I don't know if I've had too much coffee, James, but I'm very excited for this game because I'm very excited to see the conclusion and what these two teams, because this could be the last map for one of these two teams that you have to be on. As a competitor, you have to be on in this situation. We need to see the best level out of everybody.
Double scouts for Vitality as they've gone for the force buy in the second round of the final map of this eliminator. Long has been taken, but how confident are you of Long? There's a double peek from scouts. Or is it? ZywOo's playing bait with a double scout setup. Or he's just playing anti-flash, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna go into the scouts. This could be so disastrous. Force back. There's a swing. Oh, they're lining up for Apex! The damage is huge. Just 2 players left. They're getting more by these scouts, but was the damage enough?
They lined up so much that Brehze got a team kill. And they're a man down at present. Smoke grenade towards the tooth for the cross. Is it just the one smoke they have? It is. There's actually, you can smoke CT spawn from close to this corner when you have just the one smoke, something that MSL created.
Oh, shox on the flank. They can't sit here forever, James. They've got to go, and shox is closing in on them. He's actually going to Cat to help his teammates from there.
Yeah, I think he was wondering if they may have rotated already as they try to suggest that they may have gone somewhere else. A forward smoke, and we'll see if shox will make a play now. Waiting patiently as they plant the bomb in the smoke. shox on Long. He's by the car already, and now MICHU's in the red. Now MICHU is dead. The double scouts work, the force buy is successful, and they'll find an AK, at least one, for their troubles.
Oh man, I have to say, I do think that EG's play, just going back to Long together, I actually felt like that's a good play. They had the Molotov for the car and so on. I think that you can't imagine it going like that, right? Because the Molotov lands, and I think the smoke and so on is going to make it even harder to see, even just see the 2 scout players. So they kill the first player, who I think got a connection, but then you've got the second scout, and I don't think they could even see that scout there. So you've got Apex pumping them full of bullets before they realize that he's actually there and they need to be shooting him.
Okay, I don't think that most people are aware of the smoke I'm talking about that MSL used to throw. I have already made a video about it, so I'm going to go and tweet it shortly. Dan, commentate.
Okay. Well, we've got the 2-1-2 split here for Vitality on the defense, and we've got the force buy back from EG. They got the bomb down, so they got the extra money to make this a little bit more potent than it otherwise would have been. And we're going to see a typical maneuver here, going up for the cat control. Timing from Apex there to try to punish that. He's actually not too far off of it, but it doesn't do damage. And the quickest path to a plant, the cat to a plant. We'll see if they're going to be successful here. ZywOo's there, just an MP9, so we can't deny them overly. Does have some support there, delaying with the util, as now we get them pressing closer and closer. Oh, that's a great frag. Kyojin is going to prevent the bomb from being planted in the smoke. And it looks like EG, who are playing for the plant but damage as well, might be denied both. And in fact, they are. They're denied damage and they're denied the money from the plant. That is a great round from Vitality.
On a side note, I have now tweeted that smoke. Now, one must bear in mind that it does expose you to the boost position, for example, near the A bomb site and somebody who's standing at the short plant. So you've got to be aware of those when you're throwing that smoke. But it is very, very useful to smoke off CT when you've got that one smoke grenade and it's the smoke you need. Pretty simple to line up. Marks on the floor and such. You can see Stan keeping an eye on things. No respect shown in this eco. And I said I didn't expect the Karrigan plays. This is an eco round. But we are seeing that top mid positioning. Apex now of the USP looking for those final bullets and getting an extra kill as well. Which leaves Stan jump peeking and spawn. That's a very nice knife though. But that's all they have to show for this round actually. As he will fall towards B. And you can see the body language shown on his face is not positive for EG. Neither is their score.
Yeah, we've got certainly a very unfortunate turn of events for EG, but they have the AK-47s out, and we don't have an AWP yet for Vitality. So, actually, you know, 2 Galils and MP9 for Vitality. So, in terms of firepower, EG have an edge. But again, we're going to be looking and taking stock of exactly how their default looks. So, going for that long control straight away. Love to see that. We've got possibly a challenge here coming in from the Vitality team as they have Kyojin in a deep position. That's a great shot from Kyojin. And they're going to be able to fall back behind this. 4 players to deal with that early long control. And you can see that. You can see EG realized. EG realized they're going for a fast mid play, knowing that these CTs will be out of position. There's
an incendiary for shox though, but there's also a Galil. And they've got a bomb in their hand. Morab forced to deal. We'll see if shox can trade as he's in an awkward position now. But has he... Okay, the incendiary has been planted, thrown rather. And they've got a 4 versus 2. We can soon find out that the bomb has not been collected just yet. But Obo gives them a chance by fragging Kyojin.
There's a lot of time, actually, and there's a lot of space on the map to be worked. Both Brehze and Obo, respectively, going for their own plays to try to open up the map even further. Brehze looking for that angle. We might find shox here. Very weak shox. Now playing by elevator. But if ZywOo is available first, Brehze might get traded out by shox if he at least even gets the kill on ZywOo.
Is he between the boxes, ZywOo? Oh, he's continuing to move around now. Yeah, he's between the boxes, so he is so positionally aware. Shox, show me shox, show me shox. Oh my days, the French, the picnic knife is out. No picnic for you.
Oh, it's such an unfortunate round again for EG. You can see that Stan, you know, he had the right idea. It's almost the case that, you know, he took the time to line up the smoke. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, and it's like it was a game of seconds at that point, and he was just slightly too slow to win that duel. And he didn't have his teammate close enough to him to trade him out. So it just was so unfortunate, because it was a heads-up play that they recognized they had a window on the rotation. But narrowly stopped by Vitality. That's a 4-1 start for them, and they've put EG back on the eco.
G2 have 3-0'd. Can confirm.
Nice.
Strong finish versus Entropic, who've got plenty more CS to play.
Oh, they're so good, aren't they? Entropic are so good.
Noise is cut. They'll look to use the numbers. They've got 3 smokes. Maybe Avangard smokes come through.
Yeah, they're looking for the short plant again. They might get it this time because there's no one playing on the site. But this is the classic thing, isn't it, on save rounds? It's like the easiest way to get a bomb down. CTs often don't want to directly challenge it, just in case they give up guns. Or they might not need to. Got some good angles here to stop this plant from happening. Yeah, it's a firing range. And it's all Vitality. 5-1. And EG, they need to convert one of these buy rounds. They need to get on the board. They need to take some money out of the hands of Vitality. Vitality aren't even working the AWP just yet, James. ZywOo's only got 1 kill so far. He's chilling.
Indeed he is. Apex has almost $13,000 after buying up for this round. shox close to 12. misutaaa close to 11. Things are looking good for the most part. ZywOo's out with a flashbang. We've got pop flashes towards long. Obo, hold on a second. Kyojin may be a little greedy there. Let's not forget those flashbangs. That's certainly an error as Obo makes his way towards blue and gets an opening that perhaps he shouldn't really have.
Yeah, Apex tried to trade that kill, but it's instead now made a 5 versus 2. So Obo just annihilates the long control from Vitality. And I mentioned how there hasn't been an AWP on the server yet, and ZywOo's 1 for 4. He has an AWP now, and I'm sure he's looking to flex. Oh, the timing, he just escaped. Oh, that's misutaaa, not an enemy.
That's his teammate, Dan.
Yeah.
They're on the same team.
That's a good point. That's how this game works.
Well, that is an expensive round for Vitality, which is promising for EG, who still need to finish out here.
Oh, they're leaving, actually. ZywOo might catch one here in mid.
Timing.
Guys, looking at the flash. Oh, dear. And here goes misutaaa as well. Not finding anything just yet. Here comes MICHU. ZywOo didn't even get to shoot his AWP, James. He bought it, his first AWP, didn't get to shoot it, and then died. We've all been there.
Maybe he was wondering if somebody was being pop flashed through mid doors or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. That's what that flash is. That's what that flash definitely represents.
Yeah.
I agree.
Probably confused, perhaps slightly frustrated, wondering what on earth was happening there. But we have a round for EG, and winning by elimination is crucial for them because again they're forcing Vitality to spend the money.
Oh, Obo's got a very deep position here. He's going to find the... Oh my god! shox takes him down. shox did not look like he would have an ability to recover there.
Yeah, that is an unlikely kill, but a promising one for Vitality. As we may not see EG head towards long again. Now they know that there's an AWP there. So there'll be an exchange of flashbangs in mid in order for the snipers to take position. Aggression from Vitality Billy, denied by MICHU. Finds the second one, and Kyojin goes down on short as well. This is a huge round for EG to come back.
Oh look, ZywOo has an AWP again. He's not going to get to shoot it, I don't think. He might get to save it though, because he is just left. He doesn't want any part of this. It's all on shox, 15 HP.
He just dropped the bomb carrier. 2v3. They have position now, an AWP on both sides, and this is not over just yet. Surely that scope has been heard. The jiggle, that was a deep enough jiggle to see that ZywOo is there. They're going to go for the push though, and ZywOo's is here for the flicks. A smoke to create some space. The bomb has been rescued. shox is on long. ZywOo's going to do it alone, and he's doing it so far. MICHU in red hasn't been spotted, not on the radar just yet. Down to the USP, and MICHU's got 9 HP, and now we're in a 1 versus 1.
They've got it this far. Does MICHU expect the tons? Oh, he's heard some bullets. He has a chance to recover from this one. There goes the bullets back to shox, but of course it's shox to land that one. That was a 2v5, wasn't it? That was a 2v5.
It's at least 2 versus 4.
And shox had 15 HP the entire time.
Yeah, but they knew MICHU had been legged or something. They knew he was low. Both ZywOo and shox approached it with the pistol. And that is crucial information because otherwise it's a very awkward fight for shox to take if he's got to rely on the AWP.
Yeah.
Of course, ZywOo on the sights, an overperformance there. AWP either side had the angles and shut down EG. EG had to win that round.
Oh yeah, you're right. Of course it was a 2v4 because shox got the kill turning around at the beginning of the round. But what an insane situation. EG looks so good on the entries.
It's how you finish, Dan.
Very true, very true.
How you finish.
Well, shox is anchoring B by himself with the AWP.
Massive anchor.
And I don't know if EG were looking to barrel into B, but they have 4 players now, possibly looking at either a cat or a mid take. We'll see. ZywOo's there. He's ready to go.
Does he go for the flick? I wondered if he would go for the flick. He'll get. There's so many people there. He lands it on MICHU anyway. We've seen people drop that right-click smoke and just run away so they don't get shot immediately through the door. And he'll get shot regardless. Plenty of targets. Did he just hit someone? I'm not sure, but misutaaa now on the B bomb site with shox, who's trained on the tunnel for the most part, having a look towards the window as well. That smoke's not going to be there forever. Going for a boost, he may see some of this. We have to see he's crouching for now, though, being real careful. So many targets, even if he shoots through the smoke, too far forward, though. But ZywOo saves him from the window, and down goes Brehze in the face, and there's more targets here. misutaaa's here as well, and it collapses for EG on the B-bomb site.
Great stuff from Vitality. They're holding on in just all of the ways that are important. And it was cool too. I like the move from EG. You know, that smoke in the doors, the right-click smoke, that's typically used to cross cat, basically, to get onto the catwalk. So they're representing that they're going to cat with that smoke, but really it's a burst play through mid. And that's all there designed to catch ZywOo off guard. But he just played it conservatively, so he avoids any complications. 7-2 now for Vitality. They're doing a great job on this CT side. The 1 or 2 rounds that EG looked really good for, Vitality clutched out.
This is tense.
Really
EG have had chances. They haven't capitalized on all of them. That was a potential swing round. That 2 versus 4 hasn't happened. They're on the bye once more, but Vitality now have a 5-round lead. Let's not forget, the team that loses this is eliminated. And maybe a lot of people will feel like it shouldn't have gone this far, but it has.
Oh.
Every round is worrisome.
That was way too close. Oh, ZywOo turns around, takes down MICHU, looks to trade more. Oh god, it's a miss. Is there a chance to convert this? There is. CeRq takes him down. And Apex is that they don't expect another player in this position. And that's good for the 3v3. So much time on the clock.
Yeah, I feel like we're starting to see maximum ZywOo. I think a lot of people are falling back after that first kill, but he is feeling himself as the phrase goes. And let's not forget Brehze, though. He was instrumental in the first map to bring EG this far. Apex trying to reposition, but he's got nowhere to go. Surrounded, sandwiched for the French. Leaving shox to try and save what he has. A big green gun, AWP, if he can.
Yeah. And this time around, it's not doable for shox. This time around.
It's not viable. But it is doable, Dan. But it's not viable. It's doable, but it's not viable.
Okay. Not going to argue. Not going to get into a...
It soon won't be doable, Dan. Because he's going to run out of time. Then it won't be doable or viable.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like EG is playing better than we've seen them, but I think there's just 2 rounds where Vitality just won some of these clutch moments. Where I think otherwise we might have a scoreline where maybe EG's even ahead. So a really, really tight game at the moment, but could absolutely swing back in EG's favor. I really feel like that, and shox will save the AWP. And ZywOo has enough to buy another one. So, if EG can break them in this by winning this round, then it becomes doable and viable.
Big take of long from Vitality to start off the round. They will not be contested, and they will reposition. Short has been taken. Standard affair for a T side. You need to establish control of short to threaten an A push, which gives you options and maybe spreads the CT team across both sides. So that is the first part of the round achieved for EG. They have short. But what is part 2? Everyone is on short for EG at present, and maybe they can play the numbers game towards the A bomb site. Apex holding some counter grenades, and it looks like a faster execute from EG.
Yeah, let's stand with the opening pick though. misutaaa in Goose. Not expected at all, but the trade is through regardless from CeRq. Trying to cut off shox's position. Lost another player though. CeRq the only one with any degree of health. Uh-oh, this is looking dangerous now for CeRq. He's gonna have to be perfect. That is a shot and a half from CeRq, swapping out for the M4. Wants to be able to be more dynamic. Oh, there's the peek coming through. He spots one. Doesn't know who the next player is though.
Yeah, he's got no idea where ZywOo is, and he'll start to swing and post up from the short position. The double peek, the synchronization from Vitality. Vertical synchronized, straight like a ruler almost. A little bit bent, but close enough for an 8th round for Vitality. Trade was there if it was required, but it wasn't. And they extend their lead to 5 rounds. 2 AWPs saved as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for CeRq. It's unfortunate for EG. Again, they would have been able to break the money there at Vitality had they won by elimination especially. And, you know, that spot at the end, you know, CeRq doesn't know where the second player is. He's trying to play for position so that he's able to isolate the 2 players. And he got a little bit unlucky. 8-3, the scoreline now. Vitality with a good start to their CT side. Looking comfortable at the moment. I feel like shox has been delivering for sure. And we see ZywOo aggression on Catwalk here. Spots him. There's the flick. I feel like they're lucky for ZywOo not to get a kill there.
Well then. 2 players outside long for EG, starting to rotate now. misutaaa puts himself in a good position. Not afraid to go for a peek and try and get some early info here. He has Apex behind him as well by double stack. Eating some flashbangs, lurk smoke as well. We may see some spray though. Bree's got to be careful. He had to die there.
Yeah.
To throw a grenade like that behind the smoke, I can't see. I mean, he doesn't know 2 people are there, but 1 was enough. And it goes from bad to worse. Stan tagged through the door, 23 HP now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll maybe go into this point in a moment, but the short of it is that EG didn't look prepared after losing CeRq there prematurely to misutaaa. They didn't look prepared for how to finish the round, and Apex playing with fire here, very close to this smoke. Oh, he hears the sound cues. He's walked beyond one. He doesn't know that he walked past MICHU. I don't know if MICHU even understands what's happening. MICHU, can he convert this weird scenario into an advantage? But I mean, he's alone. He has the bomb though. He has a free sight. He's going to be able to pick up that kill and get a plant. But how does he defend this? Oh no, he's not even going to get his gun out in time.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
The bomb plant, again, gives them that 4,200 when they're at max loss bonus, but doesn't happen. Apex goes past the bomb carrier. Nothing going the way of EG at present. A 6-round lead for Vitality. And I don't see a way for them to respond.
With that.
For every 1 round that EG get, Vitality get 2 in the recent 6. They can't string the rounds together. Success is very limited indeed.
Yeah, and I think again, one of the points I was trying to make there is just that they didn't seem to have, they wanted to like contact into B, but then just didn't give up on the call, and then gave up way too much trying to force the issue. And that was the problem there in that last round. And you know, we talked about the T side being difficult in the previous Dust2 for EG. I think they've been doing better here, but either way, we'll hold the thought for now. We'll see if they can get anything going with this rush. You can see though, Vitality are extremely ready for this. The flash though, it's a good flash. Ooh. Opportunity.
Yeah, and it increases. And hey, have a look at this round for Vitality. They have got to hold their horses now because their money proves problematic. And again, we reach another opportunity for EG, which they need to capitalize on as they move to a 4th round.
Yeah, it's worth remembering that EG in the last showing on Dust2, the T side was definitely, I think it's fair to say that T side is certainly worse than their CT side. They didn't get to play the CT side last time because they struggled so much on their T side. They didn't have any rounds to work with, and I think they ended up losing the pistol and everything on the second half. So last time we didn't get to really see them on that CT side. So it's hard to say how many, you know, what is a comfortable amount of rounds for them. Hard to say, but they definitely need 6. They need every opportunity here going into the second half. If they win this round, there isn't any money. So for Vitality, that is.
Fast boost onto the short position. And off Kyojin goes. shox with a necessary early kill. However, there'll be more assailants going the way of long. But he's out of there, shox. Not going to outstay his welcome. Kyojin must be careful. think MICHU's connecting with the hat and not the head, and Kyojin will not give up that 4v4. Just slipping away there. EG establishing control of long at the very least, but we've got some proactiveness over towards B. That timing from MICHU to go from right to left of the pillar is just unfair.
Yeah. And it's also the right eye versus left eye there as well. So he's on the worst end.
Got no eyes now, Dan.
No eyes left. It's looking like Vitality gonna be pretty good. Here you got shox holding.
He's like Joffrey now with the drawn on eyebrows on the eyelids, with like the crayons or whatever they use. Chalk. The chalk, he's got the chalk eyes. Good old chalk eyes.
Oh, Obo opens up to Apex. Shox! Oh, I don't think that's gonna spread to Shox. Yeah, he's safe.
How safe is this bomb plant attempt? Nobody on long to contest and open. Oh, CeRq, just in case, has the angle on shox in the face, and now there's a chance. CeRq has to deliver. Got to find the 1v1s. He'll use the goose position to isolate a fight if Kyojin challenges him around the corner of the smoke. There are flashbangs, however, for Vitality, which... Oh, they're lining up for CeRq as well. Only connects with one, however. Stan is on long, so he can cover the low ground for him. ZywOo will be looking for something. We'll see if Stan is ready for it. He will be leaving Kyojin in a 1 versus 2, and CeRq and Stan will prevail, and there is a 5th round in it for EG after all.
Yeah, that's a great round. I mean, you know, credits to Obo. I think it was Obo who found the kill coming through crossover to begin with, and that was just beautiful from CeRq and Stan. Great team play, great clutch. Under pressure as well, obviously just all the pressure. Again, this is an elimination game. So it's all the marbles for this one. And I don't know I mean, what is enough for EG going to that second half? We're going to find out.
You've got to respect that punish on the shox peak. Bearing in mind they threw a Molotov there. Maybe realizing it didn't land perfectly.
We got really solid long control, but look at the money for Vitality. It's not much in the way of guns here, and the walkout mid could be a genius move here, actually, because it was a 4-player start towards A, so Vitality don't really have players in position to defend a B split.
That's info. That may raise the urgency for EG in this final round of the first half, and indeed, the smokes are being deployed immediately. The Molotov hits somebody, but they still get deleted in the CT spawn area, trying to make their way for a bomb plant now. We've got all kinds of flashes coming through, and it continues. The Molotov going too deep, too close to the smoke, but perhaps Vitality have lost their opportunity to make a play. But once this bomb plant comes through, it's 4 versus 1, which is why we see a fake first. And there's plenty of time to continue to fake, and the push is starting to come through now. The numbers are jumping. MP9. The inevitable happens in that situation. 10 rounds for Vitality on their CT side.
That's crazy. So many crazy rounds. And Vitality are just, they're in a great spot. Going into that second half, they're in such a great spot. It's Dust2 though, so you just never know.
I know.
You just never know. I mean, I was thinking about this. This might be one of the best possible maps we could have to decide this series. Especially with the teams that are playing, you know, just...
Fraught with uncertainty.
Yeah, there's so much uncertainty. Especially,
they've got 5 rounds, better than 2.
Yeah, no, for sure. And again, if they win the pistol, you get CeRq on an AWP quickly, and CeRq's hitting his shots. So there's absolutely a world here as we go into the second half. This is a 0-2 matchup for both of these teams. This is the final map, the final chance to stay alive in this major. And EG, they're on the edge, and Vitality are looking to knock them out of the ring.
EG did win the pistol, however, they got reset immediately. So it doesn't represent too many of their rounds in that first half. But anyway, that's all history now. We move to the second. Vitality heading towards the say bomb site. Now, if they continue fast, they will not be contested. Look, smoke is up, and MICHU focuses on long instead. Kyojin jumping to avoid the headshots, but can't avoid Stan. And that crossfire will be too much for shox. He'll back away for the time being. Bomb planted though, and Vitality will try to hold down short as they've planted for short as well.
Yeah, so far, so good for both teams. MICHU trying to open things up here with his team, all coming from CT, trying to win these run and gun battles, and it's working out. It's up to ZywOo and shox. shox is out of position. ZywOo is alone by Gandalf, has to be very careful. Instant trade from Brehze, so important. Otherwise, ZywOo is probably getting more, and here comes the defuse. The jump burst. Shox, how dare you? Doesn't work out. Doesn't work out.
I don't know how he misses the burst fire from there, but sometimes it'd be like that. So close, and yet so far. EG win both pistols on this Dust2, and we know what those kind of stats are like.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, speaking of major history, you know, obviously the Kali jump shot.
Kukli,
The Kali Kukli.
Full Kukli.
Jump shot, but it was at the USP, so that's what shox did wrong. Needed to pick up the USP.
So not a full force buy, well not a force buy from Vitality, but there will be some investment. That bomb plant will give them some extra money to play with, just to keep that pressure up and try to keep that money short. EG with 4 rounds to find to get to double figures like Vitality. And they'll hope to do that soon. This is a great opportunity for them to do so. 4 French guns versus the French.
Yeah, as long as they keep their money in hand, they'll be in a good spot.
What?
The angle's better for misutaaa. The angle's just better. But Stan is able to hold things down. Oh, the incendiary, that's looking like it'll work out. They do trade it out. So actually, Vitality do at least the minimum of what they needed to do. Either a plant or a couple kills for damage, and they got the couple kills.
And now the game really begins. An early AWP for Vitality, looking to hold on to a 3-round lead. We'll see what their approach is. No sniper just yet for Evil Geniuses. 2 French guns remain. 3 M4s to go with them. Cheeky look through mid. Nothing doing just yet. Double Molotovs, double incendiaries towards long. Big investment in EG. We can see it's a priority for this round to hold on to it. Flashbang for shox to have a look towards short. So great detail from Vitality so far.
Oh man, just through the door. I love that smoke as a bait in mid, and speaking of which, they go towards long, and it's not going to work out too well here for EG. They're in a lot of trouble right now. 3 players left.
What can they do? Can they try and take short? They don't have long, so the textbook says try and take short, but with your mid play getting his bell rung through a door with 22 HP and Obel and a FAMAS, he'll try.
I think they're doing the right thing by just sticking together at least. Like, to stack one position. You can't spread out. And look how smart this is for Vitality. They know they have time, so they're using the time to just figure out what's going on.
shox has to keep an eye on the rotation, so I can't imagine he ventures towards the B bomb site. 30 seconds remain. 3 smokes for Vitality as they edge towards the A bomb site, and shox looks to come in from the back. You can see the timing with the distraction being shown by Vitality after an empty short position. No, oh, Stanislaus just about to swing and have a look, and it's all too late. Obo in no man's land now. A great burst from shox, who looks nasty at the moment. Leaves EG with MICHU trying to save his weapon.
Looks like he'll get an upgrade too. Get the AK in. But yeah, Vitality straight in. Bouncing straight back in this one. Not a good prospect for EG.
We spoke about the length, the longevity of some of the players on FaZe, for example. How long Rain's been on the roster.
Yeah.
Karrigan's achievements in the game in general. And of course, Olofmeister, but then shox for Vitality as well. Right there with them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, one of the, like, an extremely storied player. Pillar of the French scene.
Yeah.
Pillar of Counter-Strike in general.
Mount Rushmore potential.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. Such a historic player. And it's great to see that he's able to still find performances. You know, there's a huge question mark about, you know, age. I think it's a lot of just, you know, I think it doesn't matter. It's just how hungry you are, whether you can keep putting in the hours. But we're going to have the long take coming through. EG, not with very much here.
Yeah, very fast disengagement, though.
They forced it up.
Yeah, they're feeling the pressure now. And I think the viewers are feeling the pressure. with that first map. EG 4 rounds behind, but long has been taken by Vitality. But EG are being proactive. They're trying to make the best of what they have. But shox is in a very annoying position as far as EG are concerned. But he moves away from peeking towards B just as Stanislaw takes a forward spot. You can see multiple occupancy in the B halls. That is a meaty HE grenade.
Huge.
But it could be only for show. They need to do more from this.
Well,
heading back towards long again.
That scout is effectively an AWP now against Apex, Kyojin, and misutaaa because of that nade. It's one shot and it'll take down any of them.
Oh, but they're moving forward.
They're all going towards long as well. The timing here for Brehze. Is there a flashbang? Is there a flashbang or anything for Brehze? Oh no, Brehze, he's got to line them. Oh my god, Brehze! He takes down 3 and there's no health left on shox and they may just come away with this force buy. 30 seconds, they're going into MICHU's angle. There's a crossover smoke. They don't know that MICHU's here.
Does ZywOo check for this? shox is posting up on long already, leaving ZywOo to deliver big frag from shox. And does MICHU reveal his hand here? He does. There's still time for ZywOo, but he can't get off the bomb plant in time, and Brehze has the lineup. He takes all the tickets and serves them what he wants to serve at the very least. 8 rounds for EG. They're 3 behind Vitality.
Unbelievable. You cannot predict that. It's just perfect storm. Perfect storm for EG. And the fact that Brehze's teammate went down, I don't know if he was holding a flash or what the setup was there, but Brehze just, oh man. You don't want any player in the game in this position except Brehze.
Yeah.
He's a spray down god.
With the map control they had elsewhere, I was interested to see how that one would play out. Perhaps some fortune there, just the fortune they needed to keep themselves in this game. They've put Vitality on pistols on the deciding map to see who goes home, who gets sent packing, who doesn't go any closer to the arena. Whoever wins this, it's still a long road, however.
Quite a deep one, actually, from Obo. They're going to run straight past that one. Oh, they're also very blind. So blind, but Obo ready to go. Can he hold this? He needs to pull out the pistol. He's got support, though, coming in from MICHU, and it might just be enough here. 2 versus 2. Kyojin very low, but they're going to get a plan out of this.
Yeah, he's got no help though. misutaaa trying to catch that rotation, and Brehze is wondering about it, but the footsteps are heard, and down he goes. CeRq with the jump throw for the corner position there, trying to find Kyojin as fast as possible, but the worst has happened. Just when he thought it was safe for EG to close the distance, Vitality drag further away.
That's unbelievable too, because CeRq, he knows exactly what he has to do. He's running and spraying the USP. Only one bullet has to connect, but the running USP is garbage. So he doesn't even get a single bullet. That's so unfortunate for CeRq there. If he gets that pickup, he's probably good to go. Oh god, it's just shocking round after shocking round. And that's going to be a 12-8 scoreline in favor of Vitality. They are 4 away from eliminating Evil Geniuses from the PGL Major.
That puts the CT loss bonus in the bin, in the dustbin, at the very bottom, through the leaking bag with the bin juice.
Oh, it's so rough because they even, I mean, one of the previous round that they won, they had 4 sport and they had a terrible buy. We're not seeing good buys at all from EG. They can't rely on just ridiculousness. But that's where they find themselves, having to rely on just madness.
Pickham's on the line. Never has the result been so urgent for the audience. Oh, we have a forward play from Stan, and risks must be taken. Risks must be taken. So that scope will certainly be heard. But CeRq knows some players are close as well, looking for the tag, looking for the punish. On that right-click smoke, not connecting with much of anything. MICHU standing with the deagle, needs a second headshot. Well, he's done some good damage, and his team still have position.
He's done really good damage. He's also like forced him off of catwalk. They're going to keep pushing the issue. Oh, chasing misutaaa down. He is really weak, but no connection from Brehze.
I'm not sure if he identifies that there are 2 players, because we saw that fast-moving scout. I don't know if they were both giving sound cues away at the same time, but that is vital information, and Vitality are using the time they have as EG continues to rotate. misutaaa with 5 HP. will be finished off. And we'll see if Stan goes for the gun. Indeed he does, but ZywOo... Oh, Stan's surely going to go for that gun. 40 seconds remain, and Vitality can only wait for so long. You can see the concerns for ZywOo. He's in a less than ideal position.
Oh, EG have players in position here. The punish on the shox. That's one more from Stan. Kyojin takes down another, though, and it's up to Obo. He's the anchor on that B site with that MP9, and they know that. Vitality know where Obo plays. And so they can have a good guess that all of this is free, and it is. There are guns to be collected, an AK-47, no util, no kit. It's just got to be the raw gun battles, and against ZywOo with the AWP, and Kyojin with an AK.
Another smoke and no kit. Is he going to shift walk through? He is! Bing bong, straight in the face with the Tech 9 from ZywOo. Warmed up in the second map, and again, straight out of the microwave in the third. 13 rounds to 8. And EG find themselves on pistols again, $2,000 per person on average.
I just wish we could see EG having full buys. Even though they end up winning that crazy round with a Brehze spray down, that shouldn't have been a force buy. They should have saved that round. They would have been able to full buy with the AWP in the following round had they not done that. But that's just how they're deciding to play right now, and everyone jumping across towards B. Oh man, shox is going to be able to make a lot of money here. Oh, they're going to run away. Running back to mid. I think they're like quadruple peak Apex. What is this? Oh my goodness, they're charging him down.
Yeah, but he's entertainment. He is the, he's a Netflix and chill, because as we can see, Vitality have headed towards the A bomb site. Apex will need to be careful though.
What is happening here? This is like just pug strats around the world.
Everywhere but there.
They just need, what they would love to do is find one player, kill him, and save the gun. But shox is, this is the gun they don't want. So shox has done his job. Kyojin can finish it off. And this isn't over just yet. Vitality on 14 rounds, 2 more. That's all they need. EG. They can still come back into this one. They just need guns. They need a full buy. I don't think we've seen one full buy on this half from EG. I don't think we've seen a single proper full buy. I'm pretty sure. This round might be one of the closest rounds to that, and they won't have an AWP in hand.
One question, should Vitality win this, is what shape will they be in? If they get taken to 3 maps by EG, what shape will they be in for the next opponent?
It's just so unknown, isn't it? It's just such a weird quandary, but...
Very nice. They may rise to the level of their opponent.
Yeah. We
We shall see. If they do it. Obo's on an AUG again. I haven't seen that for a while, and he is a dab hand with this. And the AUG shreds on the B bomb side of Dust2 specifically. Now I have the confidence to leave him alone there.
I think they're going to make it look like they're defaulting, then they're going to just hit Obo. It looks like, oh, in fact, they're just going to split straight away. Obo's going to be having to hold this down by himself. He's got no counter util here. Just the AUG, but the AUG spray down, he's making it look like that vintage OP update AUG.
AUG shreds on the B bomb site. Gotta do better than that. Got to do better than that. That was kind of a free one.
Yeah, that's great. Obo, great job.
Could use a flashbang, maybe.
Did they pick up the AWP or did they buy it? I think they picked it up, which is great.
Yep.
That's good for EG. All right, so they're in with one good buy now. One good opportunity.
That 5 rounds could change fairly quickly now. Because it felt like a canyon before, but with Obo shredding on the B bomb site like that, things could turn around pretty quickly. Vitality went for a timeout here, maybe just to break any momentum for EG with that round win.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing here is that it's, again, like I said, we haven't seen a look from EG where they've had everything, and they're going to have everything moving forward now, and I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what that looks like. Obviously, we have the AWP in the hands of ZywOo as well.
I love that fast boost to still give the peek towards the mid doors, which helps watch out for people who are running up mid, like Carrigan, for example. So we'll see if more teams pick that up.
It's going to be about that mid and cat control here. Maybe a late long take is possible, but EG have taken control there, and Vitality don't look interested. Focusing on cat and mid instead. So they got cat control. Now the question is, set up. I mean, they can't set up the A play unless they take long, is the thinking. So EG should be expecting a B split.
Looking to abuse numbers again. This time there are 2 players. Brehze's got the AK-47 and some great flashbangs, and it could be more flashes coming from MICHU, but they won't come fast enough. Stand by the door, waiting for that flash from MICHU, but it won't help him whatsoever. Kyojin gets a frag regardless. shox lurking for that rotation now. He looks towards Brehze, indeed he will. Got to be careful though, Brehze is pretty dangerous to that silence and 4. Down he goes. We've got more assailants in CT. shox not expecting MICHU to be there so fast, but it's MICHU versus 4 made 3. Can't imagine he'll be going for this. He's got all kinds of junk coming his way, and he needs to hold on to this because Vitality are moving to match point, and for EG that means elimination point.
Yeah, so the question is, where is CeRq's AWP? Because obviously that would be the objective to save that. I don't think it's anywhere savable. It must be, I don't know where he died, but it's gone. It's absolutely gone. MICHU might be able to get away with an AK, possibly, given that shox did die on catwalk, I believe, or on top of the big box. Oh, it's actually at his feet, it looks like. There it is, 15 rounds, match and series point. Vitality ready to just forget about this matchup. This has been disastrous. At least the opening of this matchup was disastrous. EG winning Inferno, very unexpected result for many, but Vitality looking to lock in everybody's pick'ems. EG not done just yet. Long control for EG. Vitality with cat control. Left the bomb in spawn.
From where Kyojin is up by long doors, he could throw mid to B smoke from there, if that's part of their setup, but indeed that bomb does need to be collected. So that Molotov is to make sure no one is behind the door. We can see Brehze is playing the off angle on blue once again. Vitality not really pushing behind any of this utility, just trying to run down the util from EG at present, I would imagine. So we see a smoke towards the mid doors. Bomb collected by Kyojin, and we can see that there are 2 incendiaries and 3 flashbangs remaining for EG as they try to hold on for dear life.
Yeah, they are truly hanging on by a thread. CeRq's in a fantastic position. If MICHU can survive, CeRq can prevent a plant in smokes. They at this point want Vitality to attack the A site because they're set up for this defense. MICHU must live.
I'm not sure if misutaaa was trying to jump down there, but there's been a lot of team flashes. MICHU looking to swing now, and things are working out thanks to a flash from Stan. Have a look at these frags from EG. They're going to make it to 10. They lose 2 players, but they can spread the wealth. Money for Vitality is not ideal, and it does become somewhat nervous for... I mean, it's really nervous for EG, obviously, but they can catch up because Vitality are close to eco. So they can focus on half of that score for buy rounds. Maybe that gives them extra confidence.
I want OT, James.
I don't want OT, I want pick'ems. I want successful pick'ems. I want diamond coins.
EG didn't get to pick up the AWP in time, which is unfortunate. Oh, look at this run from Apex. Fast timing. They haven't done this before. This is going to completely catch them off. Oh, that's so nuts. Apex catches CeRq, drops him cold.
Surgical.
And now they're going to just keep the pace up high, charging up Catwalk. They've dropped players off of Catwalk. They're out of position, EG. Brehze has to lock this down with the M4. The spray's good. Stan contributes as well. And now it's just Apex up there. And it's another great shot from Apex. But it's up to shox now against 2.
Apex, surgical headshots, backstreet surgery, completely unlicensed. And shox has to pick up the slack, pick up the scalpel. Put some more people in body bags. Does not know the climate towards the A bomb site. EG are not done with this game or tournament just yet. But shox may have something to say about that. Not too shy for a clutch, and he has got a minute on the clock. No AWP. We'll give him some more confident jiggles. And he has the bomb on his back. 45 seconds. We'll see where he chooses to place it. Just checking for any boost position or anything like that. Smoke up to create some space, and it's game on.
And the CTs understand his relative position. Doesn't know where they're coming from. He hears Obo, at least. That's one piece of info. Doesn't know about the second player, but he spots him. He spots him. Oh, MICHU! How does he do that? He's turned around and absolutely dropped shox. Oh my goodness. And that's another round in the bag for EG. They hold on. They hold on somehow. It's crazy how EG are holding on, but it's also insane at how, like, let's say Apex just finds these kills out of nowhere, and then the one-upmanship from EG to win the round.
Bam!
Unbelievable.
Get out. He really made it competitive with some really nice snaps, Apex. Beautiful shots, but as I mentioned, they're 4 rounds behind, but 2 of those rounds are buy rounds for Vitality, and this is the first eco. More digestible format, sports psychology and all that. Can still be a dangerous round for them, but it's a much better situation for EG. You thought it was in the bag, but it's not.
There we go. MICHU takes down the first player. As you say, all these rounds are dangerous at this point. Oh, little lineup of 4 players. CeRq will deal with them one at a time. Uh-oh, no, not like this. MICHU, oh god, he's out there, he's exposed. They're toying with him, but MICHU is absolutely perfect. That is so important, James.
He's focused, he's in the zone.
That's so important. Oh my god. 24
kills for MICHU. He's actually top of the leaderboard on both sides. And he's focused. Not much of a smiler like the rest of his team. He's just in the zone, completely focused on a task at hand. They are 3 rounds behind.
It's crazy because MICHU in that exposed position, he got to a point where most players die there. Like in all my experience casting and like playing the game, you stand there that exposed with pistols, playing headshot angles in spots where you can't even see both players at once. You die in those spots. Insane that MICHU picks up both of those kills. And with that, I think 3 players survived. So EG keep a strong buy going into these rounds. And that's the difference in a lot of these rounds. We hadn't seen them until the last couple rounds actually in full buy territory. Look at MICHU. Just leveling up. CeRq. Oh, no way. He's going aggressive in mid here. Through the doors, up onto Cat. Looking to catch a timing, but there's no timing to be caught. It's going to be a late long take. And there's no eyes on long because EG have this mid-aggression and Vitality don't know anything about this mid-aggression. This is crazy.
They've got to think, why have they not been contested at all? Hold on, there's a flashbang. That's a clue. I think they realize that something is up now. And they can hear the rotation. From long, they can hear the players falling back on short. That doesn't mean no one's in mid, but maybe they'll be confident in that read, so they can expect a bigger focus now from that A bomb site. They know what they need to deal with. They know what they need to take care of. But shox is extremely passive towards the B halls at present, so I do wonder what his part to play in this is. As I mentioned, now he starts to fall back towards T spawn.
This is so crazy. EG have a good sense as to what's happening. We'll get the run boost across, I believe. Oh no, it was just for peeking. And they're gonna walk up. Now, EG have held onto their utility. The utility here from the CTs, it has not been burned. So the CTs should have advantage with the counter utility that's coming through. A couple flashbangs, there's so much more though. Now is this going to be a double pump from Vitality? They're still holding position. They want EG to overreact. They want EG to give them something here. But there's 20 seconds, they have to go in.
They do, and there are still more counter flashes, but ZywOo is starting to deliver. Those smokes will soon be gone. They need to cross now. 17 seconds to plant this bomb. You can see the bomb making its way over. ZywOo is still on long, so if there's a push through these smokes, that'll be a problem. Stan trying to stop that plant with the jumping ult, but ZywOo through the smoke punishes him. And then there was CeRq and Ovo to try and stay alive. Now it's the young lads. 1 versus 4. And it's going to be the end of the line for EG. A valiant effort, a scary series, but Vitality will eliminate them and stay alive at the major.
I can't believe it. They got there. They finally got there. I feel bad for EG, given the fact that they were starting to come online there. It did feel as though they didn't give themselves enough chances